Alright, so I wanted to work on the leveling guide. I've done a couple episodes. I'll do my third one here. Now this one's for 58 to 98. And there's a few things that I should have mentioned in the earlier guides, such as like rest experience and staying at inns. You always want to stay at any inn that you can because the rest experience will add up over time the longer you stay there. Now, how do you know when you're in an inn or going to get rest experience when you log out? Like if you look up here in the top left, you can see my character says 120. That's my level, obviously. Once you go inside or close to an end, it goes to Z's. Then you're in rest experience. So that's where you need to log out. So what I should have said earlier, excuse me, is that you want to make sure when you're logging out, you're always logging out in an inn so that you get that rest experience. Now, next, when you're leveling from 58 to 98, it's pretty much the same as before. Your dungeons are your key, and then once you get to where you can go to Mists of Pandaria and Warlords of Draenor, you need to be looking for the bonus objectives. So let's show bonus objectives real quick. Draenor. Okay. So if you look here, this is Gorgrun, and this is in Warlords of Draenor, obviously. You see these little X's right here? That's a bonus objective. Now, it's not telling me the amount of experience I would get because I'm max level. Obviously, I wouldn't get any experience. But Gorgrun is the best place in Warlords of Draenor because these are everywhere, all over this area. As you can see, I've already ran through most of this when I was leveling this character. And so this stuff is the ticket. You want to be looking for bonus objectives. And I believe they're in Mists of Pandaria as well. They're just not as common as Warlords of Draenor. In Warlords of Draenor, they're everywhere. And this is the ticket. You start out wherever you start out at. What Horde starts out there. Teenage Jungle, maybe? Where does... Man, I don't even remember. It's been so long. Yeah, right here. This is where you start out in Alliance. And there's some bonus objectives here too in Shadow Moon Valley. But Gorgrun really has a lot. So once you can get, in this area, this is where you want to do it as well. And like I said, they have them in Mists of Pandaria also. So, now that we covered bonus objectives, also, if you have a 120, obviously this is Horde, but Alliance has it as well. You can go down here, and right...
Nope.
Provision Mukra, and you see your honor-bound service medals. You can buy a Drought of 10 lands. It's account bound, so you can mail it to any character you have, increases all your stats by 10, and experience gained by 10% for 1 hour. So what you could do is get a bunch of these, send it to one of your low-level characters, and I would save them for dungeons. Remember how dungeons give a lot of XP? I would save them for dungeons. I would drink it probably at the beginning of the dungeon or maybe halfway through the dungeon. Whatever you do, just make sure I would have the buff up when you complete the dungeon so that all that extra XP gets tapped on top of that. So that's 10% more. So that's a pretty good little thing right there. But yeah, just want to cover a few of those things. I'll try to refine these guides and make them a little bit better as time goes on, because I wanted to make a few of them because I think I can provide some advantages or some little bit of help for people. But yeah, 58 to 98, do your dungeons. Once you can get to Mists of Pandaria and Warlords of Draenor, focus on bonus objectives. Run through and try to get as many of those done as you can. If you've done them all in your area and you're not high enough level to go to the next area, you could just queue for dungeons. Yeah, and then at 98, you'll want to do Legion content. So, in order, when you hit 98, though, it won't just pop up dungeon Legion content. At least it didn't for me. And they'll probably do a patch later on and change this to where it just automatically pops up. But what I had to do is I had to log out, log back in at 98, and boom, then it popped and gave me the quest, and I accepted it and went and did it. And I'll get into 98 to 110 in the next guide, and then I'll do 110 to 120 for the final one. But alright guys, I hope this helped. Like I said, I'll leave a PayPal link below if you guys want to donate. I hope it helps some people. I know it's kind of all over the place. It's not organized very well. And there's probably a few things in here I'm missing. If you guys want to comment and let me know some other things that would help. I know they have those experience potions. I think they're pretty hard to buy and they're expensive and not really very realistic. On the other hand, this Drought of 10 Lands is only 5 honor-bound service medals, and those are pretty easy to get from just doing quests and stuff. But thanks, guys. Let me know if this helped. And like I said, PayPal link below. Donate if you want. If not, cool. Thanks.